All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Hey there.
Hello, everybody.
Love, it's good to see you.
Good to see
How
you.
you been, you know?
It's great to be here.
It is.
Been good.
It is so good, right? It's pretty exciting. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another Makera live stream. My name is Jason. I'm the Education Director for Makera. I have the pleasure of working with all of you as you choose our machines, our software, so we can get you up to speed and teach you how to do things. And as always on these live streams, I'm joined by my good friend Rulof, but this time literally next to me.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
It's so good to see you. We're an open source. We're making cool things. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the User Experience Director for Makera. I also handle tech support. I'm very involved with using, fixing, troubleshooting, making cool, awesome things like we are doing here today.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. So thank you for everyone for joining us from all over the world. If you can definitely say hello from wherever you are. We, as we mentioned, are coming to you from San Francisco at Open Source Live 2026, which is starting tonight with a bit of a preview party that we're pretty excited about. And then tomorrow and Sunday, all day for the public. You guys can come on down, join us, not only check out what we're doing here in Fiesta Hall, booth 139, but everything. I mean, this is their second year here, and it's just the coolest place ever. There's droids walking around. There's people with couches that it's like self-driving couches and things like that.
So many robots.
Tons of robots, machines.
Cool cars.
Some pretty cool cars. Yeah, it's an awesome event. It's an awesome event. So if you're in the area, in the Bay Area, definitely reach out. Definitely try to find us. During this live stream, we're going to show you what's going on here. We'll definitely give you a bit of a booth tour that we're still getting set up a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. So we'll show you what's going on here. We will get hands-on with the cool activity that folks that want to spend some time with us can do. And we'll see how much time we have left. As always, we're going to do our best to answer the questions. Our team's working really hard right now on the camera and things. This is live, so we'll do our best to get back to you during the stream with comments and questions, but our team's also keeping an eye on this, so if we don't answer during the stream, we'll definitely follow up with you as well. So please throw questions in the chat. If you see me looking down, it's just that I'm seeing what's going on. I see folks are from Portugal, Canada, Honolulu, Guatemala, North Carolina, Australia, all over the world.
That's some early mornings for some of us.
Some early mornings.
It's great to have a live stream actually at a recent good
It's not 1 in the morning for you. It's a pleasant 4 o'clock here. It's nice.
So great.
It's so nice. It's so nice. So yeah, folks, lots of cool things going on. So before we do the booth tour, we have some exciting things happening, right? First and foremost, I'm super excited to share, if you didn't see the Kickstarter update, we have finished shipping all Kickstarter machines. So thank you again massively to all of you who backed the Z1 on Kickstarter. All Z1s and Z1 Pros have shipped. We're super excited. We know they haven't all been delivered yet, but they are in transit. They're coming to you. And we also have our pre-sale that's still going on right now. So if you weren't a Kickstarter backer, but you want to get some sweet discounts, you want to jump on the Z1, you can do it. We have some pre-sale promotions. There's still a bit of time left for that. And there's still some early shipping opportunities that you can jump on for the pre-sale too. More details on that can be found at makera.com.
Fantastic. We also have some cool stuff. We have some giveaways that we're going to do on this live stream. We also have some codes available for the people that's actually at open source and everybody that's actually on the live stream. So our special code that we have for you for a $50 discount on orders over $1,000 is Open Source 2026.
Yep. You can find that below.
Yeah, you can find that below. We'll pop that up there. It's great to be here. You can save some money. I see people here are so excited to see the Z1, and we have a lot of Z1s on site. And just because this expo is so maker space inspired and just maker inspired, we have people making the coolest stuff. An affordable machine like the Z1 is just perfect in so many use cases for people at the show. For sure. And I want to point out one last thing about that code is it's an additional, right? So any promotions and sales and pre-sales and stuff like that happening right now, this is an additional savings that you can enter in the store too. So keep that in mind as well. It goes to the end of the month. So a little bit of time on that one. Listen, we're going to do a booth tour, but first, our first giveaway. So Rulof is going to get the giveaway set up here. I'm going to tell you all about it. Basically, for all of you joining us live, get your keyboards ready. We're going to throw a code on the screen in just a minute. If you enter that code, we will do a lucky draw of 5, 3, 2, 1, depending on how much we're giving away. We'll select some of you at random based on you entering the code, and then you're going to win some Makera points. Makera points are basically free money for the Makera store. You get them, you can redeem them, you can earn Makera points by liking us on social
social media, following us on different things, entering projects on Makerables, things like that. And again, some of you are going to win some points now and throughout the stream, and you can use those as you check out from the store. You can bundle them with other sales and promotions. So lots of cool stuff. So on the screen right now, you see that we have this giveaway tool. The first keyword is hashtag Makera, all lowercase, hashtag Makera. I'm going to throw that on the screen now. Get your keyword boards ready. Go ahead and enter that. So hashtag Makera, lowercase, enter that right now.
There we go.
And we're gonna do a draw. This is our first one. We're gonna give away 3,000 points, which is $30. Again, you could redeem it with other gift cards and things like that. This is just the first giveaway, and stick with us because we're gonna do 2 more of these as the stream goes on. So definitely stay with us here. I see we got a bunch of people coming in.
It's coming in, it's coming in.
Yeah, so keep going. We'll let this roll for a little bit. While we wait, what do you think so far? We've been here for 2 days. It's been a little busy trying to get things set up. But what's been your favorite part so far?
Oh man, I just like meeting people that knows about CNC and just have these ridiculous plans.
It's crazy.
To make the weirdest, coolest, like techie, nerdiest thing that they can make, and with a tool like this, to talk
awesome.
to people like that is just so great. You know, there's some big names walking around
For sure.
and big YouTubers, you know, and they all into like making PCBs and making robots, and you know that's what people like to do.
Yeah.
Talking to them as also a maker myself, it's just so good. It's so good to connect with people. That's making.
I have never been more humbled than when I come here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, yeah, my projects are okay. You know, it's just amazing. It's so inspiring, right? So we got a bunch of people entered. I think we're going to do our draw.
Yep.
Right? So we're going to do five winners right now, 3,000 Makera points. Ready, set, go.
Go.
All right, so winner number 1 of the stream, this is one of many. We're going to do a bunch of these, let's go. It's good to see so many familiar names.
Clayton Hawkins.
3210, congratulations. You just won 3,000 Makera points. Let's do another one. It's also so good to see so many like frequent names on here. So thank you for so many of you for joining us again. I do recognize some of these names. So maybe we'll have some repeat winners and things like that, which is always cool. Let's go.
Shaik
7830. Sorry, we're going to butcher all these, so I apologize.
Yep.
Let's go. Next one. That was winner number 2. Here's number 3. All right, here we go. And we have 1/8, 1/5 racer 3. Nice. I think.
You guys are not making it easy for us.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Okay, number 4.
I'm glad someone's counting because I already lost count.
I think number 4.
We're gonna go 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. The production team's nodding. So yeah, good, awesome, great. 74 Zora _
And the last one
is, and again, not the last one forever, just the last one for right now. So keep your keyboards ready. We're gonna do another one in just a little bit. It is Scared Cat Gaming, 4890. Congratulations. Now, for you 5 winners, here's what you have to do. Screenshot your account info, send it to info@makera.com so we know it's you. Just be like, hey, I won something during your live stream. This is me, and we will send you those points for free. Cool?
Cool stuff.
Awesome. All right, we are now going to start our booth tour. Now, I'm going to try not to trip over cables and chairs and things like that. We got a couple things going on. We're going to zoom in and let you see back here in a little bit. But first, let me show you what got going on over here.
Let's go to that side.
So way back here, we have at all of these tables, we have samples set up, all the different types of projects you can do. As you guys know, you can machine wood, metal, carbon fiber, all those things, right? So I have some brass parts, I have some wood parts, you know, some pretty cool things. This is acrylic, that's pretty cool. You know, some nice photo reliefs and PCBs and things like that. So lots of really cool stuff over at this table that are just showcasing next to our Carvera Air, what you can do, all those cool things. The Carvera Air actually, it just wrapped up, but we're gonna have this thing running and making some custom PCBs. So we have a bunch of different demo machines. We'd like to try to show folks all the different types of materials, get some cool swag. You should put that on.
we have merch.
Yeah, so you can get some cool swag and things like that, of course. But basically, this machine is going to be showing PCBs. We have other machines showing fourth axis and things like that. So let me walk you to this machine right here. All right, so this is a Z1. This is not a Z1 Pro. This is a production Z1. And this one is actually showcasing our fourth axis module, right? So let me open this guy up. I should point out that I have the safety disabled, so I can open the lid while this is machining. And you can see that this thing is actually running a pretty cool chess piece, which is one of our favorite projects to do with the fourth axis module, machining out of wood. And that's pretty cool. Now, we get to meet a lot of really awesome people here at OpenSauce, and we've met so many people already. They're like, oh my gosh, I have an Air, a Carvera, and a lot of Z1 backers. And actually, I want to bring in a Z1 backer, a Z1 Pro backer, I think, right? So everyone, this is Jessica. Jessica, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so listen, we're connecting with our Makera users. I'm super excited that you're a Z1 Pro backer. I'm excited that you got your shipment notification. What do you plan to make with it?
Mostly droid parts.
Droid parts, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a droid builder. I'm one of the people driving around in R2D2 here at the whole event. Yeah, and awesome. I'm really excited to have this because the spindle in there is going to let me make some parts that are really hard to come by in the community. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and then I think, have you been to OpenSauce before?
I have not been to OpenSauce before. I'm excited to be here.
So I know you have a booth set up.
Yes, we do.
So far, what's your favorite thing that you've seen?
Probably just all the nerds.
Yeah,
it's fun to be around so many awesome people who are interested in similar things.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, Jessica, thank you so much for swinging by. Again, if anyone's here, your booth, do you know what your number is?
I don't know what our number is,
but
we're very close.
Something.
We're
find
very
us,
close.
and then walk a little bit that way. Yeah. Find Jessica. Check out the droids. It's cool stuff. Thank you so much for joining us.
There's a little gift for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, enjoy your OpenSauce. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, folks, so that was this side. I don't know if that's the left side or the right side, but it was this side, the side I'm over here. I'm going to now hand it over to Rulof to show you the other side.
So we've got some things cooking on this side as well. We have our OG Carvera set up right here. It's not doing actually anything currently, so I'll just run a little tool change here. We're showing like just how it drops, how it picks up tools, and how easy it is to actually, have complex jobs with different tool bits that you can actually, make so much interesting things with the V bit. Making things like PCBs, you need so many different tools. We're with the Carvera, our flagship machine at the moment. It just makes your life so much easier. There's no hands-on when it comes to this machine. So we're still excited. This machine is still very exciting to us. Although we have new products coming out, this is still, one of our favorite machines. Here I've got the tank. Last year, this is the tank that they made. Let me see if I can give you a little close-up here. Yeah. And then the top is actually molded out of wood. The PCB on the inside, you can't see it now right there, but the PCB on this is also molded on this machine. And that's like a kind of a piece of metal that you can also cut from the machine. So that's what we're currently doing on the Carvera over here. People just see it, and then they ask, where's the limit? What can you not do? But it's so complex, and we're making so much cool things. Now, and I'm going to move a little back towards this side. We have a lot more samples on here. Look at this arm. We have the plates on this arm is done on our machine. Actually, this is one of our people that also have a booth here, and they're making like this arms, and the parts are actually made in the Carvera. Aluminium things. We have this RC car. This plate's milled on there. The rims are milled on there. The gears are milled on there. The chase pieces. We have this little guy. We have a YouTube video about this. This guy actually flies. And then we have a Z1 running here with a vacuum bed. And it's been doing pretty well. I think it just finished, actually. So from the vacuum bed, I'm just going to pull off this thing.
Hey, let me see that. I'll show it to him a little nice and close.
Oh, there we go.
Why you tell him what we're doing?
Yeah, so we are just engraving the plastic sheets that we have also in our stock that you can put together. You can make cool things like that. We've actually imported the OpenSauce logo, and then also put our logo in there. So it's a cool looking tag. We're gonna put it on people's tags. And yeah, we're just excited to be here. This one's got the vacuum running. So the vacuum bed is keeping the thin materials nicely to the bed. And yeah, so all the booth, and then in the middle here we have our little mill and chill station.
That is the name. Trademarked mill and chill. You heard it here first. It's our thing. We did it at CES, and we're doing it again here. We're pretty excited.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, we're going to do another giveaway. So get your keyboards ready. Giveaway again. Hopefully you're well practiced. As you know, we're going to throw a keyword on the screen. This time we're giving away 6,000 Makera points, which equals $60. And we're not going to do 5, we're going to do 3. So 3 lucky winners for this. Get your keyboards ready. The keyword this time... Hold on one minute. We're getting things ready to go. The keyword this time will be different. It won't be hashtag Makera. It's actually gonna be hashtag something that we are really excited about, which we talked about in our last stream, and it's now live, hashtag Makera Bulls. If you don't know what Makera Bulls is, in another tab, go to makerabulls.com. It is public. We wanna thank all of our beta testers that help us get it to be a public standpoint. So hashtag Makera Bulls, get that going. Check your spelling. Spelling does count. I am trying to get my keyword on the screen, but it's not loading, so there we go.
Just, you know, we can't do everything, right?
Right, it's, I don't know. So we are doing this live here right now. So hopefully, is that coming in? We got people?
Yeah,
okay, good. You guys are doing it right. My tablet's not really working
They've been
right.
here before.
Yeah, that's cool. So hashtag Makera Bulls. If, again, you don't know what Makera Bulls is, basically, I think it's one of our favorite things that we're excited about right now. We are super fortunate to have a community of like 20,000 users across all of our machines. And we know that, you know, finding files and community members and cool projects to do to test your machine, to push the limits, to make things like droids, like what Jessica was saying, can be really difficult. So Makera Bulls is a CNC dedicated site where you can share files, collaborate with one another. It's also like kind of built-in blog and how-to. It's free to share, free to collaborate. We have some cool AI generative software on there, and we have lots of cool contests and things coming soon where you can actually earn some more Makera points. So if you haven't checked out makerabulls.com, please do. Right now, hashtag Makera Bulls, how are we looking?
150, almost 150.
I think we're good. So we're going to draw 3 people, 6,000 points, $60. Ready, set, go. Here we go. Here we go. And again, you can combine your points. So if you earn points on Makera Bulls, social media, whatever, you can combine your points together. You can save them like Roberto MSG. I definitely recognized that one before. That's pretty cool. So that's awesome. Congratulations to you. Let's do another. And then, yeah, like you could, you know, 60 points, $60 is quite a bit. That's quite a bit of bits.
That's a lot of tools.
That could be a pretty sweet hat or a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mellow Mackie coloring.
Good.
Mellow Mackie.
Try again?
No, there you
Mackie
go.
coloring.
One more.
That's good. One more.
One more. So yeah, you can combine your points. You can hold on to them and like let them grow until they're big enough for like, you know, a CNC or something like that. And the last winner right now is
Free Rider.
Freed Rider 1530. Congratulations to all of you. Well done. Again, what you can do is you can screenshot your account, info, username, whatever. Make sure that you are a subscriber. You have to be a subscriber to win something. So if you haven't pressed that subscribe button, everyone just push that right now. And then send that to info@makera.com, and we'll send you your points. Cool? Cool. We're going to ask our super smooth camera operator, Jesse, to scooch on over here. Come on back. Come on over. She's doing a great job. Everyone, we have a great team here. We have folks behind the camera right now making this happen.
Real.
Smooth and creamy. Look at that. Awesome. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what we're doing. You talk about it. Ready to go.
So, as you've heard, we're calling this mill and chill. Let me just get in the shot here. This side. I'll be here.
Yeah. You've never seen smoother transitions than that, folks.
So, you know, guys, now we're calling this mill and chill. And the whole idea about this is you can use our software, Makera Studio, and you can use Makera Bulls to create your model. The problem with many things when it comes to CNC, people don't have the experience in 3D modeling. So this is kind of a step that with Makera Bulls you can actually cut out. If you're doing things like reliefs, you know, any like floral design, something that doesn't have like strict geometry, you can actually use Makera Bulls to create your models for you.
And let me cut in front of you real quick, just so they can see some of the stuff we're talking about here. So keep saying. So how is this happening?
So what
we can find
what we are doing currently? There we go. There we go. So this is what we're actually creating on the machines back here. So what we're doing is we're taking a picture of whoever is sitting at the computer. That's why we have this green screen also around here just to cut out the background. So you'll sit at this booth. You'll take a picture of yourself. you pull that into Makerables, and then you actually make a relief from your picture. And then from that picture, little model that you have created already, then you take that, you put it into Makera Studio, and then in Makera Studio, you can set up, you use the guided mode, where it actually tells you exactly what to do. You don't have to select the tools. You don't have to select the only thing you have to put in is the material, the size of the material that you put in, because the machine, no AI can know exactly what you put into the machine. So, and also what type of material you're putting into the machine. So if you get that specification and you hit next, you do a roughing, you do a finishing, but this is all calculated for you. All you just hit is go is next.
It's like 3 clicks.
It's 3 clicks. We're gonna show it. We're gonna show it to you.
So we're gonna take a selfie. Pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Grab a chair. Let's get our smooth camera operator to check out this screen here.
Like this. No, you come here.
All right. Good. Bringing team members in.
There we go.
Okay.
So do a port. Are we doing portrait?
We're gonna go this way.
Okay, we're going wide. Okay.
Landscape.
Okay,
Landscape.
move up a little bit.
All right. So camera operator, you can see our screen right now, which is pretty cool.
Can you see? Can you see this big screen behind you?
No. But you can see this, right? So basically what we're doing here, folks, is I'm just using the webcam built into these computers. Okay. So we have a couple computers set up. Let's see, Loki, can you come down a little bit? And then go towards Jesse a little bit.
A little bit of a shadow there.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Wait, come here. There we go.
All right, so we're gonna take a picture, right? Here we go. Snapped. Oh, sweet. All right. That was the hard part, guys. That was the hard part. Now, once we have our selfie, we can try to use Makerables to actually generate that selfie and turn that into a 3D model. So I mentioned this earlier, this is Makerables. I know you guys can't see this really well right now. You're just looking over my shoulder, right? But it's a pretty cool site where you can find projects and guides from any users and also us. As you know, we create a lot of tutorials. We show a lot of cool projects. Anytime we make a tutorial moving forward, and we're also going back and adding some tutorials from the past, we're gonna give you like the design files, how we made it, all the different settings and things like that. So it's a pretty cool post for you to get files and things right on the site. But there's also this cool page called AI Craft that will allow you to generate models just from prompts or images. So I'm gonna open up 3D Relief and I'm gonna grab that picture of Rulof and I. Here we go. So let's crop this in a little bit. Bring that in. Cool. And let's go ahead and generate this. Now this could take a couple minutes. We'll see how good our internet's going right now. It's moving. But while this loads, I can show you some of the other ones, right? So you can just simply take a picture and then convert that picture into, a 3D model where you can specify the different dimensions. So here's a pretty cool selfie.
Color as well.
Yeah, you can change it to a different material. Like you can preview it in a nice light wood, which is what we're doing right now, and things like that, which is pretty cool. So lots of cool things you get going on. As you know, every time I do a stream, I do try to bring my dog into it. So let's just not beat around the bush here. We can get that out of the way. There he is. There's the pup. So he's not here at the show with me, so I couldn't take a selfie of him here. But if you don't take a selfie with your webcam, you can upload a photo from anywhere. So that's pretty cool, right? So this guy's still just loading. No worries. Like I said, this Makerables is live. So we do have a bunch of users that are on here posting some pretty cool projects and things like that. A wide range of organizers, cool tools, jewelry, all this different stuff. So again, thank you immensely to all of the beta testers that helped us bring this online and all the folks that continue to use it every day and just upload some pretty cool stuff. So lots of cool things on here already that you can go ahead and find. So definitely check this out. Again, this website is live. It is free. Feel free to sign up, start collaborating with us, and get excited for some of the contests and things like that that we have coming up soon right through this page. Let's see how we're doing. Here we go. All right, our relief is done. Let's check it out. I do feel like our AI adds like 20 years of age. But nonetheless,
I think we look great.
It got the M of your hat here. Let's see if I can make it wood and looks a little better on camera. That's pretty cool. Now, we have our model, so that looks great. You do have some basic CAD functions right here. So for example, I'm gonna adjust the size of this a little bit just to match the stock that we're using. So I'm gonna go 3 millimeters for this. And I think we're doing 62 by 45. Does that sound right?
Other way around.
No, it's horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
So 62 by 45, right?
Yeah.
And 3, so that's just the size of my stock that I have pre-cut. And I'm gonna download that. All right, so that was pretty simple. So take a picture, turn it into a 3D model, easy. Now we're gonna head on over to Makera Studio, which is still in beta right now. And you can get access to Makera Studio Beta if you would like. So you can go onto our website, you can download the free trial of Makera Studio, and you can request beta access, but we are very excited to be releasing the public version very, very soon. So stay tuned, that's coming in the next couple weeks, so definitely stay tuned. But again, everyone has access to applying for the beta software if you would like. So we're gonna create a new project, and as Roelof mentioned earlier, you can go full on custom mode, but we're not. We're gonna do the guided mode to make a 3-axis relief. And if you want to learn more, definitely check out our tutorials, because I'm going to go through this kind of quickly, but you can dive deeper in full HD. So I selected my model. It's going to import. All right, there you go. And then on the right-hand side, we have some basic setup. So I'm going to use my Z1. I'm going to use my 3.175 millimeter tools. I'm going to use hardwood. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust the size for what I'm doing. So we're going to go 62 by 45. Oops, I did that backwards, sorry. 45 by 62 by 10. And I'm gonna automatically center my part on my stock, which looks pretty okay, except because I took a horizontal photo, I'm gonna do a basic rotation. Now the nice thing is, even though Makera Studio is a CAM program, you do get some basic CAD functions. So you get the basic ability that if you want to go ahead and manipulate your part just a little bit, you can, and we'll top center align. So that looks pretty good. All right, so I have my stock, I have my photo, and like Roelof said, all I have to do is now click next. Now it looked at my model and it's recommending, saying, hey, I see your model, I think you should do a roughing pass, right? And it's also recommending some tools that we can use for the roughing pass tools. Do we actually have this tool available? Like, do we have a 12 mil laying around?
We do.
Because I think it'll be cool. It'll be cool to actually start that. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the tool that it recommended, which is pretty great. I'm then just going to click next. And then it's like, okay, we did your roughing pass and I recommended the tool for the roughing pass. Now it's telling me, okay, I also think you should do a finishing pass, and here's the tool I think you should use for the finishing pass. Again, if you want to change that, you can, but I'm going to go with what it selected. So I'm going to say yes. And then it's saying, all right, you did the roughing, you did the finishing, maybe you need a contour pass to cut this out. Now I actually don't need a contour pass because I actually have these blocks of wood that are already pre-cut, right? So I don't need to do the contour. So I am going to say no contour, right? And then I click generate. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to generate my roughing pass and my finishing pass with the feeds and speeds for wood for my Z1 with my 3.175 millimeter tools automatically, all within one job. So if I orbit around here a little bit, you can see we have our tool paths created. I have my roughing pass, my finishing pass, I have my bits. And listen, at this point, after you go through the guided process, you can literally start cutting. Or if you do want to go into the advanced settings and you want to change step downs and step overs and plunge rates and feeds and speeds and depths and things, you do still have full control, full cam control, but the guided mode will get you started for really simple projects. The next thing is, of course, to upload it to our machine and then get the machine ready. Before we get the machine ready, let me show you the other cool thing about Makera Studio is that we have the Cam tab and the Device tab. So the Device tab, for those of you that are existing Makera folks, you are probably familiar with the Carvera controller app. Well, this is essentially our updated controller that is built in to Makera Studio, which allows me to connect to my machine right from the same program. And what's really cool is simply click export and send this to my machine automatically. So right from the Cam tab, I can send this file over. For those of you that really enjoy using Autodesk Fusion, SolidWorks, of course you can still do that. We do have a standalone controller app, And you can also upload CAM files, G-code files generated in other programs to your machine, just like you always could. So we're not taking any features away. We're just trying to make the features a little bit more intuitive, a little bit easier to get folks started as quickly as possible, right? So that is how quick you can just prepare a model. I'm going to step out of the way and let Roelof show you how we're actually going to machine it on the machine here on our Z1. So let's get the camera to pan over to our Z1.
Let's see, so I'm over here.
Yeah.
So this stock has already been mounted, but as you can see, this is the new low profile vise that we have for the Z1. This will also be compatible with all our other machines, but this just shows you, like, you know, what it looks like and what it can do. In this case, what we did here, we actually mounted it to the top of the surface. We actually already have set up the offset, but we're going to do a scan margin anyway to kind of show you exactly what it's doing now. So I'm just going to go to start. And now I've already got my positioning set up here. So this is something that you can either measure, or this is something that can actually just find or make a jig for. But this positioning has already been figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add.
That's not the right position.
This is not the right position. Okay. We will find that position. And for this job, I do not have to auto level. We're just going to find that middle. So what I'm going to do here, as you can see, there's a green line over here, and then there's a red line over here. So let me just put in the work origin over here. So for X, it's 10 millimeter. 10. 10? Yeah, 10. And then for the Y offset, we have a 26 millimeter. There we go. That's the positioning of where this is mounted right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Auto Z probes. Now that's the little red dot you see over there. So that's where it's going to go measure the top of the stock. And where I'm going to say the work origin, I'm going to give it an offset by 25, and the Y offset will be 30. And that's pretty much in the center of this stock. If you can probe it in the corner, that's not a problem if you have bigger stock. But for what we're doing, we're just going to try to get as close to the center as possible. We know that the pocket's going to push down the whole stock of material, so there's no need to do the auto leveling. Then we're just going to go next. And then on here, you have the options to put the auto vacuum on. We are going to add this on because we have the dust collector connected to the vac. Auto blow, we're going to put that on as well. That just helps with circulation in the machine to actually blow air through this pocket, and then the dust collection suction actually pulls the chips to the bottom in the back. And we also mounted the anti-static to the side of this spindle. So what this does is this actually keeps the window of the machine clear, so that chips doesn't get stuck to the sides of it on the inside. And then also the third option there is auto bed clean. What happens after auto bed clean, when the job is done, it will actually go and do a pause over the whole machine, and then just with the spindle fan clean up all the debris that's actually on the job. So we will just do that. We hit run, and currently the machine knows that it doesn't have the right tool in there. So the first thing that we're going to do is change to the probe. This is actually the tool that it was shipped with. This is tool number 6. And then we will put in the probe right over there. That's how easy a tool change is as well. You know? No more old school wrenches, things like that. Just a lever, that's very simple. And then you can either hit the front button of the machine, or on the controller, you can just hit go. Now basically what it's going to do now, it's going to calibrate itself. Then it's going to move over to the part. It's going to do the scan margin with the laser to see if your positioning is correct. And then go back. So we change to the other tool, and then we're good to go.
Cool. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer while we get this thing calibrated here. So we're bringing it in, and again, a huge thank you to our camera team that's working with us here to make this happen.
So as you can see, there's a laser now just pointing. I'm not sure if the camera can really see that. It's just going to probe in the center.
Yeah, cool. So that just finished the probing sequence. And now we're going to go into another tool change. Notice that LED sequence. Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, so what this is on the screen you can see it says, please change to tool 4. So what this is, it says a 3 and a 1. So it's like it's showing you to change to tool 3. And because it was a double beep, 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 it tells you to change the tool. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the probe, this handle, put it back in its like home position. And then I'm going to take this guy. That's a 12 ball end mill. And then I'm just going to hit go. Always make sure that your stock is very, very well secured. Obviously, we are using tools and we are cutting into wooden material, so there is a lot of forces that's in there. So always make sure before you actually do the job to make sure that the stock is very properly secured. And the vise makes pretty good. Takes care that the stock is pretty.
And again, we do have the safety feature disabled that lets us do this with the lid open, just because, as you can see, it's really easy to film. And at the show, we like to show people things, but at home, safety first. Make sure that you have your lids closed and things like that, and keep your chips nice and contained with your CNC. So there we go. We're cutting a relief. So that was just like 10 minutes to get a photo into a piece of stock material to cut into a relief. I will say that this is going to take about 15 to 20 minutes or so to finish.
Can I just note something?
Yeah.
Look at where how far the chips goes as the lid's open. And look, when I close this lid, you can just see the chips just sucking back and going into the dust collector at the back.
Yes.
And the dust collector also switched on automatically. So if you're running a job and you're not necessarily next to the machine, you can also look at the camera and connect to it. To see how the status of your job is. And if you're done with the job, the vacuum will also switch off automatically. So
yeah, so that's pretty cool. So we are not going to watch this thing mill the entire time by any means. Like I said, it is going to take about 15, 20 minutes or so. But we are pretty excited that a lot of folks are coming over to the show, joining us here at Open Sauce, and actually having a chance to take a selfie, machine themselves out of a solid piece of wood and things like that, get hands-on with the Z1 and Makera Studio to check out all the cool things that are coming out. So we're pretty excited. So again, if you are in the San Francisco area, definitely come down, definitely check it out, definitely get hands-on with their activities and things. And this is another pretty cool project for all of our Z1 backers and things like that. And if this thing is on its way to you, you can try in just a few minutes. So it's a pretty cool project to do. It showcases really the intuitiveness of the new software. I'm also checking the chat, so I'm super excited that so many of you are really excited about Makera Studio. We are too. Again, if you want to get hands-on to the early access, the beta that we're showing here, you can apply to join the beta group. But everyone else, if you don't want to join the beta, just sit tight. It is coming very, very soon. I wish I can give you an exact date right now, but it's imminent. It's imminent. So stay tuned with that because Makera Studio is coming out. To be clear, you can also, of course, use Makera Cam and any other cam software that you'd like to do. There's also some questions about simultaneous machining. Yes, that is coming to Makera Studio for 4th axis. Rest machining. Yes, that's coming to Makera Studio for 3D modeling and things like that. At the initial release, not every single feature is going to be available. For example, you saw us do the guided mode for 3-axis. We only have a couple guided modes ready now, but we have a bunch of guided modes in the works. So there's a ton of features. The cool thing about Makera Studio compared to Makera Cam is it's way easier for us to push out updates, way easier to get things to you and give you a better product and things like that. So the beta team has been working super hard to get it to where it is now. We're excited to give you the first public release soon. But again, we're going to keep making updates. So definitely stay tuned. And yes, it is free for all Makera customers. Works with the Z1, Carvera, and Carvera Air, designed specifically for you. Another cool question that I saw, if I can, some folks put in the chat saying, hey, you said we can use Fusion, we could use SolidWorks, we could use VCarve, which they can, but then they said, but you only see a profile for the Carvera. The cool thing is our machine profiles are the same. So the Carvera profile works for all of our machines, for all the software. So definitely check that out. So even though they all run on the same Carvera controller firmware and things like that, it's the same firmware for all the machines. So yes, you can use all cams with all the official profiles, and you can visit our wiki.makera.com to find out more info on the different softwares that you can choose across the whole board, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is looking pretty good. That's good.
That's going on.
Hopefully it makes us look a little bit younger than the preview did, because I know I'm a little tired, but I didn't know I looked that tired. I don't know.
You're fine.
It's been a long couple days, but anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, it brings a little, it brings a little fun into the whole exercise,
Definitely. It's a cool thing. We want folks to be able to, even if you've never machined before, we want you to get the chance of just diving in and having success, right away. And we had a bunch of people come and make some pretty cool stuff, of all different ages and things like that. So lots of folks are making pretty cool selfies and things. We have different types of wood and stock materials and whatever it is that you can choose from. So pretty cool stuff. And again, awesome projects and things like that you can check out.
I think we give away more things.
I think that's all we really have time left to do. So get your keyboards ready. we're going to do our last giveaway of the stream. And this time there's going to be, how many winners am I going to do for this last one? It's going to be 10,000 points, which is $100. How many winners should I do? Thinking about it, we're going to do one winner. One lucky winner for this last one. So get your keywords ready. Let's see if anyone can guess the keyword. Let's see. Can you guess? Can you guess? Where am I right now? Hashtag open sauce, folks. Hashtag open sauce. All lowercase, right? Lowercase, yeah. Hashtag open sauce. It's on the screen. Keyboards, ready, set, go. So I got distracted. Somebody's here with a puppy and I got distracted. There's a dog. It's exciting things. I'm not going to go pet the dog. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here with you. I'm not distracted. I'm working.
Let's also tell the people, you know, what's going to happen. We did this live stream on Friday just because we know it's going to be crazy here tomorrow.
Honestly, the show's not even open and we've been mobbed.
Yeah. So it's not actually open to the public yet. It's just a bunch of, you know, I think it's like VIPs or
content creators, YouTubers, other exhibitors, sponsors, things like that walking around.
That's why we decided we're going to do the live stream today. And that's why it's pretty chilled around the booth right now. Yeah, but I think that was a good idea because there's too many moving parts. If you guys can see what I see right now, the cables and the thing that's around here.
Let's also real quick thank our behind the scenes team. We're here with 8 people, which is pretty exciting. I think another favorite thing that whenever we do an event like this is we get to see our team that's from all over the world, right? We have folks in China, folks in South Africa, folks literally all over the place. So it's great to come together, be able to collaborate, meet. So there's been people running around, doing the camera, doing the mics, keeping people from walking across the camera, tripping over the cables. So a massive thank you to the whole team.
Thank you, guys. And we just stand here and talk.
It's a great job, isn't it? We get to talk and like make things, and
it's great.
It's pretty cool.
It's great.
All right, here we go. One winner, hashtag open sauce, ready, set, go. So this is going to be 10,000 Makera points, which equals $100. As mentioned, info@makera.com is where you redeem your points. Make sure you're a subscriber. And the winner is Kevin for T4X. Congratulations, you just won yourself $100 through 10,000 Makera points. So again, to all of our winners, all of you, congratulations. I would total it up, but math is hard, so I don't know how many of you just won, but we did it a bunch of times, and congratulations to all of you. So again, you can reach out to info@makera.com with your account info, and we will send you your points. You can bundle that with other sales and promotions. You can let your points accumulate and spend lots of money. That is time for a tool change. So time for a tool change. We want to do it real quick?
I got it.
Let's do it here. So super simple, right? Our roughing bit is finished. So we're going to swap on over to an engraving bit for our finishing pass. Again, this was the recommended tools by Makera Studio that just told us what tools we can do. And then just push the button to continue. So that's going to go ahead and that's going to start to do the finishing pass, right? Pretty cool things. So yeah, listen, last couple things here that we're talking about as we're just getting the last couple things ready here. Lots of exciting things going on. The show opens at, I think, 9 tomorrow, right? Which is pretty cool. We are surrounded by content creators, YouTubers, creators, makers, educators, all of these different people and folks and things like that that we're happy to chat with and collaborate with and bring on. And it's a pretty cool thing here. So it's exciting that we're able to meet so many different folks. I get inspired by really cool stuff and things like that we have. So it's pretty cool. I'm often humbled whenever I come here to see how folks are like using our machines or other machines to laser cut, 3D print, do amazing stuff. So again, it's a pretty sweet thing to be able to meet. I hope I have the chance of meeting some of you, and it's been an absolute pleasure for you to join me here again. Rulof has been pulled off and he's talking to makers. He went over there for like 1 split second and he's been mobbed by people. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna sign off here on my own, but nonetheless, stay tuned. Lots of exciting things going on right now. Stay tuned for the Makera Studio update and things like that we have going on. Do you wanna say goodbye?
Yes, I do.
Are you free? Don't trip over the cable. Okay, so stay tuned for Makera Studio. That's going live. Like I said, come join us in Open Sauce. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm seeing folks saying cool things, so we appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congrats to all the winners. Your turn.
Thank you, guys. It's been so great to be here. It's to have you guys with us. Sorry, I was just a little distracted there for a second, but it's always good to have you guys. It's always good to have you, Jason. We're always making cool things together with Makera. And stay tuned, guys. There's so much more things coming up, and exciting expo and exciting times. And thank you guys
Awesome.
for being here.
Thank you to the team. Cheers, folks. Stay with us.